actually, like, set up a show.
Yeah, we booked ourselves a show before we even had a name.
Yeah, before we had a name or had, like, a full set. So we were like, well, now we have to make music because otherwise what are we going to do? Abby texted me, what's our name? And I was like, what's on the fridge? We have, like, magnets with letters on it, and we wrote the word chomp. And we're just like, just do that one.
It was between chomp and, I don't know, it was between chomp and germ slut.
Yeah, germ sluts. And we were like, maybe chomp would be a little more palatable.
I saw Kelsey play a show with her band, and they were performing as Kesha, like the whole band.
Oh my god,
Kesha
that's
cover
right.
songs. And she was playing violin in the band, and I was like, that's so cool, because I used to play violin. And then just knowing, like, different people in the Dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey was playing shows there, and I would see her there. And then we eventually both moved into the Dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So
became roommates.
Yeah. The Dollhouse began, it was started by an OSU student named CJ Fink, and they wanted to have a zine. So they had these zines where they were like putting in art from like their friends and whatever, and they were also having house shows at the same time at the Dollhouse, making people like get in this environment with us, like downstairs. If people were to come and able to like enjoy shows here at Pixie Hollow and feel like they're entering a fairy world and then watching us, like I would want that associated with how they see Chomp. Because going downstairs in the jungle gym, seeing the basement, the way Abby had it set up with like the clouds and the lights and
it's awesome.
like fabric, it just makes you feel
like
so much different.
I long for the days where we can come out full swing and do our thing and have fun. Everyone's, together and breathing on each other. Maybe not that last part.
Well, we can just like bounce off of each other's energy and
and
feel
dance
like we're all
and
there.
Enjoy our time. Crowd ourselves inside of someone's basement.
From my experience being like a young black scene kid going to like these like punk shows in high school, and seeing that same thing, like 4 cis white dudes like on stage singing about things that I couldn't relate to, and like I knew that I loved music, and performing for the first time made me like fall in love with it even more. And then also like this wave of black women rappers that I've been seeing, and like realizing like, oh, I really am in love with this genre. I just wasn't really vibing with the things that people were saying in it, and like even like their voices sound better to me.
It wasn't until like I started going to Dollhouse shows and like realizing like, okay, there are other things out there, and this is what, like, why is no one talking about these bands, or why is this not like, why don't I see these kinds of bands at shows all the time? Because I go to shows all the time, and this is not what is there, and that's just, I think that sucks, because they're good, and they should be recognized, and I want to, like, support that